Hi everybody. We are just outside of Grange, Texas at the Kreische Brewery State Historic Site, and it's just a little park with some ruins of a brewery which I thought we'd just check out. And start off, here's a couple of historic markers which will give you a little rundown. You can just pause the video if you want to read it. So let's take a look. Here is a map of the area. So let's take a look. Oh, there we are. Okay, I just paid my $5 admission. So let's take a tour of this place. They have a little playground for the kiddos. Some outbuildings for festivities. A little bit of art that commemorates the shooting of the 17 decimated Texians at El Salado, Mexico, March 25th, 1843. So this place has some prominence with the Texas Revolution. And I believe some of the people who were in that incursion are buried here. What is this? Just some outbuilding. Not sure what this is for. And here is the tomb of the Dawson men captured at Salado, Texas, Sunday, September 18th, 1842. So rest in peace, everybody who's interred here. There's a little rundown of that incursion. And right by it is this beautiful Art Deco monument with some gorgeous sculpture. I assume of the people who were martyred during that fateful day in 1842. You know, this beautiful Art Deco angel. Maybe that's Gabriel. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a beautiful little monument. I believe they might also be interred in this building as well. So And this memorial overlooks the Colorado River. I just want to take a look at this view. Look at that. That is beautiful. And it looks right into the town of Grange. What a great view, man. All right, let's explore some more. Somewhere is the ruins of the brewery, but I'm not sure where it's going to be, so we're just going to walk around until we find out. But I gotta say, this place is worth it just for the scenic views. This entire complex just overlooks the river. All right, right here is a building of interest. Okay, this is the Kreische home. So let's take a look at it. I love this architecture. I bet they might have stuccoed it at some point in the past, but it all fell off. I'm not sure, but looks very nice. We got an addition right there on the right hand side. And the inside is stuccoed walls. Got that fireplace. It's nice and cool in this building. But they've got 3-foot walls, so that's why it's that cool. So this building is just one big hallway, rooms on both sides. Here's the annex. Very nice. And they have their own little view. Okay, this was the Kreische house. I know I'm mispronouncing that name, but those German names are tough on me to pronounce. Easier to pronounce after a beer, but not after drinking 2 cups of coffee. And right here is the little perch looking over the floodplain of the Colorado River. Beautiful. Are the brewery ruins up that way? The brewery ruins?
Yeah,
They are?
yeah, when you go down the thing, the ramp, you turn to the left in there, right there.
All right.
There's a balcony
Okay.
where you can see them from, or else you can actually go down.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. Hope you have a good day. Okay. Gotta say, this is a very nice park. Well worth the $5 I paid to go inside. They have several buildings they need to maintain, so every little bit of money that this organization that maintains this park is very helpful. And then we are approaching the brewery overlook. Here we are, another little perch. And here's, talks about it. So he brewed beer at that brewery right down at the bottom of that hill. As you can tell, it's just ruins now. But what a beautiful view. So this was open around the 1870s. Pretty big building. All right, let's see if we can get down there. All right, I just made it down the hill. And here's the ruins of the brewery. A little weather station right here. Very cool. It was just built inside of this ravine, and maybe I wonder what they were thinking whenever they built this. Is this so they can catch water easy? I'm not sure. So as you can tell, the building did not make it. It's only just a shell of itself. Okay, so spring water went through here, so that's why they put it right here. That makes sense. And look at that. All right, this is the brewery. You can see their well, or one of their wells. Now, take a look at this stairwell. That almost looks medieval. That's awesome. And there's a little bit more talking about the brewery. More looks to the side. You can see where their fireplaces were. You can tell they've done a little bit of reconstruction of that back wall. Okay, that's the Kreische Brewery. All right. Just went up that hill from the brewery, and which takes me right back to the back of the Kreische building. I am gassed because I'm very out of shape. I can't walk up hills. I let myself go. I've got college buddies running Ironman competitions, and I get crapped out just walking through the refrigerator. Whew. But here's the back of the Kreische building. The Kreische home, that is. So this is the bottom area of the house. So this is their dining area. Looks like there used to be a fireplace right there. There's a stove, I can see that. And a little pantry on the left. Very cool. And a little storeroom on the right with all your shovels and axes and stuff. This should take us back to the regular part of the building. Okay, this is the daughter's bedroom. And we already been in here, but I like cast iron, so let's take a look at this stove. That's beautiful. All right. And we're back at the scenic overlook. Well, this is the Kreische Brewery complex with a very somber memorial to Texans who've fallen in battle. This place has a gorgeous view of the Colorado River and a lot to see, so I recommend y'all come down here if you're in the neighborhood. I would probably wouldn't advise coming here during the summer because you might get burned up. But if you bring enough water, you might be fine. Or if you're fit, you might be fine. But I had a little bit of tough time on those steep trails. When you get down to that brewery on the bottom of the hill, you know, it's, you know, what comes up, well, what goes down must come back up. So going back up that hill was difficult. And I didn't film that part because I don't think y'all would want me to, I don't think I'd want to hear me heaving. But so there's the monument once again. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming along with me. And remember, you're all dearly loved. Whew. Well, if this video makes it online, that means that I made it to my car alive, just barely. I can see it. All right, see y'all. Bye-bye.